Ever since I learned that Bethlehem means house of bread, I haven't been able to read the Nativity story in the same way. Too often, too many of us arrive at Christmas Day having spent the week since Thanksgiving overindulging in food, treats, drinks, cookies, parties. We make it to Christmas morning and experience it as a culmination rather than a revealing, an opening, a beginning that leads us into a season of true feasting. But when I hear Bethlehem and think house of bread rather than manger and stable, the birth of Christ becomes not just salvation arriving for us at just the right moment, captured in beloved carols and meaningful gifts, but rather a hinge moment that brings together the richness of God's hospitality and human vulnerability that we get to see lived out in the life of Jesus. A hinge moment with such significance, the entire story of God lives here in the house of bread. House of bread brings together the manna in the desert with the loaves and fishes offered by a little boy. House of bread brings together Ruth gleaning in Boaz's field with the Matthew 25 Jesus saying, "You fed me when you fed the hungry." House of bread brings together the food prepared by widows for the Old Testament prophets, with Jesus saying, "This is my body, broken for you." Friends, when the prophets foretell that the Messiah will arrive in Bethlehem, they're not just naming a town for the sake of geography. No, our Trinitarian God was offering those prophets a slice of the much grander story of salvation, a story of hunger, vulnerability, and brokenness, a story of hospitality, provision, and hope. It all lives here in the house of bread. Thanks be to God.